Okay, it's time to go shopping again. So here are my favorite foods at Whole Foods. Of course, depending on location. Let's start in the dairy case. First of all, please look for fermented dairy products. Why? Because I'll say it over and over again. Even if you're looking for A2 milk rather than A1 milk, wherever it comes from, whether it's goat milk, sheep milk, cow milk, A2 milk, still has a very mischievous sugar molecule called Nu-5GC, which I assure you is not your friend. Number two, I assure you, you are not a baby cow. Milk of any animal is designed to make that baby grow rapidly. And it is loaded with insulin-like growth factor and growth hormones to make a poor little animal grow fast. In case you haven't noticed, humans grow very slowly. And human milk, number one, has Nu-5AC, not Nu-5GC, and human milk is not loaded with these growth factors because we're not designed to grow fast. The good news is milk products that have been fermented, and cheeses in particular, have two benefits. Number one, the fermentation process eliminates Nu-5GC. It's gone. Number two, the fermentation, particularly in making cheeses, all the liquid is gone, and the liquid has all these water-soluble hormones. So they're gone as well. So first rule, go away from the milk section and head over for the fermented products. That's what you're looking for. Now, here's a few of the brands that I've found at Whole Foods with fermented milk. First of all, Good Culture cream cheese and cottage cheese. It's been cultured. It's been fermented. I assure you that most cheese products, and certainly most cottage cheese products, have not been fermented. And fermentation makes all the difference. I have nothing against cottage cheese, but please buy the cottage cheese that's been fermented. And Good Culture cream cheese and cottage cheese is available at Whole Foods. Now, Whole Foods has a great selection of aged goat and cheeses. And there are plenty of cheeses from France, Italy, and Switzerland to choose from. Ideally, opt for aged cheeses. And the longer they're aged, the better. The longer cheese are aged, the more of these polyamines that I've talked about before, like spermidine, like other polyamines, are produced in the cheese. And it's those polyamines that are one of the huge benefits of aged cheeses. Now, make sure you read the label of the country it was from, and preferably look for raw cheeses. There's a lot of good evidence that raw cheeses contain a really healthy dose of probiotics, friendly bacteria. And it's the probiotics that in these raw cheeses that is kind of the 1-2 punch of why you like cheeses. Many labels are sneaky. They will use a country's flag, but it's made in New Jersey or Wisconsin. And that means it's usually using dairy from A1 producing cows, casein A1, not A2 cows, which is much more friendly. So you may see a French flag and it's not from France. You may see a Swiss flag and it's not from Switzerland. You may see an Italian flag, or you may see the name of a cheese that seems very familiar to you, like Parmesan cheese, but it's not true Parmigiano Reggiano cheese from Italy. And that makes all the difference in the world because it's the wrong breed of cow. So just really be careful about where your cheese came from. Now, they have a very good selection of non-dairy milks. Pacific Organic unsweetened coconut milk is available at Whole Foods. Elmhurst has incredible nut milks with nothing but water and nuts. Just make sure to avoid some of the no milks that they do have, like cashew milk, like oat milk. Instead, buy Elmhurst milked walnuts or Elmhurst milked hazelnuts. We're also beginning to see some pistachio nut milks in Whole Foods. Look for them. But again, look for the unsweetened variety. That's the key. Butter. Try to look for French butter or goat butter from Meyenberg, for an example. Why French or goat butter? These are from A2 animals. In French butter, it's A2 cows. Goat butter is A2 by nature. And we're beginning to see a lot of these in Whole Foods. Kefirs or Kefirs. Opt for the A2 milk Kefirs. Again, there's Alexandre or Meyenberg goat kefir. Fermented means the new 5GC in those milks are gone. The bacteria have eaten them. So you're much better off using a fermented milk product, even if it's an A2 milk. All right, yogurts. There are a lot of good coconut yogurt brands at Whole Foods, such as Coconut Cult and Coco June. Certain Whole Foods have lava yogurt, which is a combination of coconut and pili nuts. They virtually went out of business during COVID, but they're coming back. I'm a big fan of them. We've actually had the creator of lava yogurt on my podcast. I'm so impressed. But please, read the label, even with these brands, as some of their flavored yogurts have so much sugar, it's amazing. Safe bet, opt for unsweetened coconut yogurt. And buyer beware, buy coconut yogurt made with 100% coconuts. Sometimes brands are starting to throw in extra ingredients like pea protein or cashew protein to make it cheaper to produce. And I understand, but please, I've just seen so many patients hoodwinked into thinking they're getting a product, and we see as they're using this product that their leaky gut gets worse. And when we finally look at the label with my patients, we find the offender. As I mentioned, lava yogurt, I'm a big fan of. It's LAVVA. If you see it at Whole Foods, try it. It's really good. There are a number of goat and sheep yogurts. Look for unsweetened goat or sheep yogurts, like from Bellwether Farms. They're well worth trying out. Yeah, they're a little expensive, but they're worth it. All right, let's go over to the produce aisle. Now, Whole Foods carries all the regular produce other grocery stores do, but they tend to carry more exotic fruits and vegetables. So, get adventurous. Next time you see some green leafy veggie you don't recognize, perhaps radicchio, chicory, or frisee, or a root vegetable like watermelon radish or jicama, or a low-sugar fruit like gooseberries or star fruit. Try it. Always a good idea to eat a diversity of produce, as each brings something unique as far as nutrition to your good gut buddies. More amazing episodes just like this one. Watch now. Did you know that many mainstream yogurts found in your grocery store have more sugar content than a bowl of ice cream? Yeah, true story.